Hi, Sharks. My name's Chid Liberty.
And I'm Adam Buttline,
better known to his friends as Booty.
Our company is called Uniform. We are here today seeking $300,000 for 10% of the business.
To put it simply, Uniform is an ethical clothing company, but our story goes so much deeper. See, Uniform is a streetwear brand on a mission. We're out to reshape the fashion industry with minimalist, hip-hop infused designs that are 100% made in Africa.
That got his
working with
Damon's listening.
best producers in countries like Egypt, Ghana, and Liberia. Literally from dirt
His last name
to shirt,
is Buttline.
we engineer luxury quality staples, like our amazingly soft t-shirts to our best-selling women's jumpsuit and bomber jacket.
We provide work for thousands of working women in safe factories all throughout the continent of Africa. But our mission goes even deeper.
Mark seems a little skeptical there.
Because with each
I'm a little skeptical, and again, you know, I'm a pop culture celebrity guy, but it seems just kind of interesting, you know. We'll see how it goes.
we donate a school uniform to a student whose parents could not otherwise afford one. You see, all over the developing world, kids are required to wear a uniform in order to go to school. So this donated uniform can mean an entire future for a child.
So okay, so let me just pause you right there for a second, because I watching Adam Ruins Everything. They explained, one of the experts explained, that these ideas of like Toms, where you're donating a shoe, you know, or in this case a uniform, is actually detrimental to the local economy, because that means that there's, you know, why I don't need to buy a uniform. I could just get, you know, when I could get one for free. And it kind of stifles the traction. Maybe not so much with the with the uniform, since it's a niche thing. Everybody needs to wear shoes, but not everybody needs to wear a uniform, right? So maybe it's not as detrimental. But that is just one thing to keep in mind when you want the feel good story. Like, to me, the feel good story is let's help get the business owners, to be able to pump up their business and pump up hire more people so they have more money in their pockets to go and buy more of everything that they need, not just the shoes or the uniforms. So
it's interesting.
I see both sides. It's great to do great things. Don't take me as a Grinch. But I'm just a devil's advocate here. The other side of that is it stifles the economy growth. Maybe not so much.
I didn't know that about the Toms thing. That's interesting. I had no idea that was kind of the case.
Yeah, well, the guy, the local shoe guy, right? That's fixing shoes, making shoes. It's going to hurt his business, and that means that there's less money cycling through the economy there.
Coco's family, come on.
Yeah.
+1 program, because you get amazing clothes, a child gets a school uniform, and moms get jobs right in their local communities.
But let's get something straight. Uniform is not a charity. We are a clothing company on a mission. The mission is amazing, but the clothes are fire. We brought you some gifts.
All right, let's see.
Here you go, Bethany.
Thank you so much.
No, thank you.
To get her the jumpsuit?
I like Bethany.
Can I just say, Bethany's great. Can I just say though, in the time of COVID, I think that one thing that should stay with Shark Tank is that they keep them spaced out. It just seems much more, I don't know, ominous than how close they are, currently the way it's set up.
Yeah.
Also, this is one of the few episodes. This is a season 10, episode 10, where Mark is actually in the middle rather than being off to the left.
Yeah, Bethany Frankel, I like her. She's awesome. I've tried to get her on my show before, just because I'm fascinated with how she does business. But I hope my prediction, is that she gets in on this one, because I'm a fan for sure.
Yeah. Hopefully she likes it.
To find out.
Oh, cool.
And keep trying. Don't stop.
Yeah, we thought perfect for
very
sports.
thoughtful.
Working out. I got
Very
it.
thoughtful.
I was just thinking, what am I going to wear at the club tonight?
Robert.
Except, you gave me a 36-inch waist. Are you kidding me? I love Bethany Shack.
Mark's offended.
Amazing.
His clothes won't fit. 36? No. Give me a 42. Easy.
Coolest
Probably.
thing about that jacket, it's actually reversible. It was our #1 seller at Bloomingdale's. It's sold out on our website.
What does this retail for?
$88. And you can imagine at Bloomingdale's, it's next to brands where the bombers are between $250 and $500.
Wow.
Tells you last
She seems impressed.
Yeah, well, the thing I like about her is she's like a 90s kid. She's super affluent with pop culture and stuff. She's a family. I mean, I think she's the whole package. There might be a small celebrity crush that I'm confessing right now, but I think she's. I mean, I do think she's fun. Yeah, and I will keep trying. Thank you.
Yeah, don't stop.
Okay, so we did 400,000 on Kickstarter. Then last year we only did 300,000, but it's because we launched in Bloomingdale's for back to school, and then online our website launched in November, so we didn't have much year to generate
Right
sales.
now, what percentage of those were online, and what was retail?
Probably about 70% retail, 30% online.
So what's your history, before this? Were you already in the textile or fashion?
Yeah, we started a company in 2010 called Liberty and Justice that was only a manufacturing company in Africa. I'm from Liberia. I was interested in providing jobs to women after the war. Adam is my best friend. We do everything together. He's a Jewish boy from Milwaukee, but he's like, bro, I am coming with you. We went to Africa. We established the first fair trade certified factory on the continent.
Wow.
We ended up getting about $40 million in annual orders. It was a pretty amazing time for the business, as you can imagine. And then in 2014, this little thing called the Ebola outbreak happened.
Yeah, that did happen, and that was obviously that was quite devastating for them. I maybe I take back a little bit of the comment I made about the giving away free things. I mean, at least they have the factory in where they're giving the stuff away for free.
I think that kind of like softens the blow a little bit.
Yeah, well, that combined with the fact that this isn't a pair of shoes. Everybody needs to wear shoes. Not everybody needs a uniform. So it's a little bit different.
It's a little bit niche, like you said early on, which I like that for sure.
And completely shut down our company.
Wow.
We went from figuring out how quickly we could grow to how to save all of our workers' lives.
You couldn't go to work, you couldn't go to school.
So we're getting ready to
Wow,
ship.
how foreshadowing is that? That this was season 10, so just 2 years ago, or maybe 3 years ago when they filmed
And
it.
here we are.
Yep, and here we are, COVID life.
The entire town turns into a ghost town.
And so what happened after it was all cleared up?
So 9 months later, we go back on the ground.
9 months.
It took 9 months to get no new cases of Ebola in Liberia. All of our customers are long gone. They kind of were like, hey, we gave you guys a shot. We spent 2 years building this thing with you, and nothing happened. So we essentially went back to the factory, met with the workers. We had hundreds of thousands of dollars of fabric that was just sitting in a warehouse for 9 months, and we were trying to figure out what we could do with this fabric, and it finally dawned on somebody that we should make school uniforms. MIT did research and proved that if you give a child a school uniform, their attendance goes up by up to 62%, and for every 3 young girls you give a uniform to, 2 will delay their first pregnancy. And
That's
so
great.
I just thought, my goodness, what if we could
Interesting.
give these uniforms away? And I thought, I have seen this model before where you sell something and you give something away. What if we launched a t-shirt company that turned into a full clothing company to pay for it? And that's how Uniform was born.
So, you can see Damon's reaction there. Yeah, well, look, hey, like life happens, right? I mean, there's the same thing we have going on here in the States, right, with COVID, and how it went from, literally like everything's fine, everything's cool, everything's great, to all of a sudden everything's a ghost town, nobody's going anywhere, and it's slowly, over the last year has come back, but it's one of those things where it's like if you're not able to take what you have and then pivot to something else, or pivot in a direction that makes sense for what you have available to you, the resources you have available to you, the people that you have available to you, then they're basically going to be left stuck holding the bag of a whole lot of material that they can't use otherwise.
for sure.
What are you looking for from us?
So we really are looking for partners in the business that can help us take it to the next level. Next year, we're scheduling to launch at Target, actually. So going from 13 stores to 1,300 stores potentially.
Good, that's
Wow.
excited.
Just with kids. We don't have the purchase orders yet, but we've been having meetings.
Kids
with,
clothing.
Yeah, just kids.
Listen, it looks like in all areas you are kind of covered, right? What do you really think that we can do for you besides money?
Damon, I don't know anybody who would want to start a streetwear brand and not be partners with Damon John. Lori, take them on QVC. I think they would be absolutely gigantic. Mark, there's so much that we can do with the NBA. Bethany, legendary. I think there's a million things that we can do in terms of capsule collections. And Robert, we've seen what you've done with other apparel brands on the tank.
Yeah, so, along that line,
You're a great sales guy. You're just bam, bam, bam.
I think not enough businesses do that, right? Come in and really see, or like open up their mind as far as what could we do with each of the sharks that are going to be in front of us, and sell themselves to them.
Yeah, I
on
mean,
the
he's
idea.
appealed to all of them, and I think that's like really kind of a big deal, you know. And it's telling them, hey, I want to work with all of you if we could, you know, like you all have something to bring to the table.
They do, and that's the thing is like it takes somebody from like walking like up to the cliff and getting ready to jump off and be out to let me back off like half a step or a full step and then
100%.
listen to some more and maybe get into go from there. Now I don't think they told what their costs were on that bomber that they sell for $88 at Bloomingdale's.
No, not yet.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna be coming back around to that, but we'll see.
Let me tell you a story. So 9 years ago, somebody came on the show and they had a T-shirt. It was a simple T-shirt, and I was like, I love it. I'm going to invest in it. Damon was at the other end going, he doesn't know what he's doing. And we got into it, and we thought we were going to sell everything, and then it was like inventory and this, and we have to buy now for a season 8 months later.
Sure.
Blew my mind.
Yes.
Great presentation, Booty. Thanks for being whatever it is you do. Yeah, I'm out.
Thank you, Robert.
That's a shame. Well, before we find out who else is going to be in or out, it sounds like Lori's about to talk, I think. Brett, tell the super entrepreneurs who you are, what you do, and how they can reach you.
My name is Brett Allen. I am the host of the Open Mic Podcast with Brett Allen, a pop culture podcast where I interview your favorite celebrities, comedians from film, television, and more. I am Brett's Open Mic on Instagram, Brett's Open Mic on Twitter, the Open Mic Podcast on Facebook, the openmicpodcast.show for all the latest episodes. Big episodes coming down the pike from some of your favorite celebrities and television shows that you are binging currently.
And I am Super Joe Pardo. If you want to grow your profit, go get my free Profit Rocket guide over at superjoepardo.com/rocket. It will be delivered right to your inbox. It includes 5 proven methods I've used to grow the profit of businesses I've worked with. So just go to superjoepardo.com/rocket. The link's down in the comments or in the description below. If you want to get at me, go down to the comments, leave me a comment down there, or go at Super Joe Pardo on all social media. Let's see what I think it was Lori that's going to be speaking here has to say. Maybe there's a deal in there for them.
So Mark and I invested in a company a few years ago called Umano. They also were in Bloomingdale's. It also was a lot of T-shirts. We thought they were cool, they looked nice, the fabric was good and all of that, but before we could even close the deal, they went bankrupt. And Mark and I looked at each other and we were like, wow, you know?
Yeah.
And what it taught me is that the clothing business is really competitive, it's really tough.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's the right investment for me, so I wish you luck, but I'm out.
So that's heartbreaking. That they're
Yeah.
taking that, she's taking that experience and projecting it onto them. I can say, as a person who has made lots of different shirts over the years, it is a tough business. The easiest way that I have found to get my creations out there is to create events and then make the T-shirts for the events, and then
Sure.
and then have people still wearing those shirts literally 5, 6, 7 years later and posting pictures of themselves with it.
Yeah,
So
yeah, I get that.
to me, is one of those things where it's like it's easier to get somebody to say yes to a T-shirt when it's like baked into a product or another service or something that they're buying into than to just be like, I like this and I'm going to buy it.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Lori.
So I was you when I had my idea for my cocktail, and I went to somebody who had worked in the liquor business for years because I knew what I didn't know. I've always been good at knowing what I don't know. You don't want to go with me because I'm not an expert. It'll be the blind leading the deaf. I'm out.
Wow. That's a shame. You
Yeah, I
you
mean,
didn't-
she is in the alcohol business, so I mean, it doesn't completely surprise me that she's not interested.
I'm all in
Yeah.
when it comes to the mission, right? Because when you lift up outside the world gets safer, the world gets better,
We're with
right?
you.
Yep.
I'll simplify things, guys. I don't know, everybody say, oh, that's nice, but I have no clue, right? I don't think I can do anything there, so I have to say for those reasons I'm out, guys.
All right. Thank you, Mark.
Now, It's up,
So
to,
guys,
it's up to Damon here to figure out whether or not he's gonna take a leap. I don't think that he's gonna take a leap at $300,000.
No.
And maybe at 300,000 for like 20 or 25%, probably more like 33% if I had to guess.
Invested in a company named Bombas. And for every pair of socks that they sell, they donate a pair to the homeless. And it taught me a lot. It taught me that, number one, they stayed laser focused online.
I love my Bombas, by the way.
Yeah, I have a
Way
pair
almost
on as
4
we
million
speak.
Oh, wow, that's awesome.
Pairs of socks, right?
Yeah.
So I value what you're doing, but it actually made me rethink my own core business because I started to realize that going into retail creates a massive amount of inventory. You get half the price for it. You don't even know who purchased it. You can't upsell the customer. That's what I'm wrestling with.
Yeah.
On the flip side, you're giving jobs to women in Africa. I had the honor of going over to Kenya with President Obama, and he made a really great speech that women at a certain time weren't able to even work, right? And he said to the whole country, how can you ever win a game if 50% of your players can't even get on the field, right?
Exactly.
And I think that's amazing. So I'm torn.
Come on now.
So guys, my number will be available to you for mentoring, but I just don't think that I can help you in this instance, so I'm out.
Wow.
I wanted him to be in.
I want him to be in
I was
too.
wrestling with it as I was talking about, but I just I worked
Anybody
so
wanna-
hard to try to change my
DJ,
business.
It's tough, man. I've
It's
learned that
very
from
hard.
you.
Congrats,
All the
guys.
best.
Okay, guys.
That's a shame.
I have heard in the past, just, that clothing can be really challenging, that it's not like, it's one of the most difficult markets to get into, 100%. Like, I could see that being a problem.
Yeah, no, it definitely is tough. I mean, you got ASAP Ferg here on their website. Let's see, they've been featured in a lot of places. They still have their mission. They're still going strong, I assume. At least I assume they're
I
going
would
strong.
think too, just even the television exposure of, being on there has to help their business like immensely. Like it puts it out there in front of like other people that wouldn't normally see it, right?
Well, I'll tell you, an interesting thing here is it doesn't mention Shark Tank anywhere that I can see. Not even here as the As Seen on. So
Is it like a copyright thing? Like if they don't get a deal,
no.
they can't. Okay.
No, not at all. There's plenty of places that didn't get a deal that have puts it on their website. Yeah, that's interesting. I mean, I would think they would at least have the Shark Tank logo, or just write that they we're on Shark Tank somewhere. Like even just right here, just right like to put the Shark Tank logo. But yeah, I don't know. So it's great to see that they're still in business. I can get a men's long line T-shirt. They have only 4 sizes, so I probably wouldn't even fit into their extra large.
I don't buy clothes online at all unless it's for my kid.
Yeah,
That's just
it's a
my
tough
policy.
Yeah, it's a tough thing it's a tough sell. But I'll tell you what's not a tough sell. You buying into smashing the like button for the YouTube algorithm so we can get this video into the hands of more super entrepreneurs like yourself. Make sure you get subscribed so you don't miss another video of Biz Coach Reacts. I got some other things up my sleeve coming out in a little bit here. So make sure you go and check all that out. For Brent Allen, Brent, we have a friend named Brent. Brent Allen, so I'm Super Joe Pardo. Take care. I'll see you in the next video.